Hello, Assalamu alaikum bachcho. So today we are going to start the lecture number 3, I assume. So this is still the continuation of the unit numbers. We are going to start. I think which one is it? I think specification E or F. I'm not sure. So that's what we are going to begin today. Let's begin. Let me just paste it. 1 second. All right. So in this specification, we are going to discuss about natural numbers, integers, rational and irrational numbers. Although these are very basic things, you guys must be having knowledge about all this, but these are some of the things that is stated in the specification that is required for you guys to know. All right. So it's mandatory that I must discuss it with you all. You guys can, if you guys are thorough with this concept, I can absolutely recommend you all to skip it, but again, there is no harm in seeing something twice, so that's what I would say. Just go through it. It's very simple. I won't take long to discuss all these kind of simple things. Each of this concept we will do with examples. Okay. Okay, let me just, the first thing, natural numbers. What are natural numbers? They are basic positive counting numbers that you guys studied. In other words, you can also say that these are the numbers that starts from 1. All right, so example would be 1, 2, 100, 5,800. All right, so these are all natural numbers. Natural numbers are again the numbers that are positive. It's just basic positive numbers. All right, the next numbers that we have, the next kind of values that you guys must be aware of is integers. Integers are basically natural numbers, but in this case you are considering the negative value as well. So that's going to be -5, -1, 0, 3, 25. All right, so these are all integers. Rational and irrational is something that you guys must be very thorough with. The reason being, sometimes in the question they might ask you to give the answer in rational form or irrational form. They will ask you if the answer is rational or irrational. So those are some kind of proofing that they ask you in the exam. So the rational numbers are basically a number is rational if it can be written in a fraction. All right, now let's say in rational number we have 3 case scenarios as well. So the 3 kind of rational numbers, like you have 3 primary type of rational numbers. All integers values are rational numbers. So now let's say 5 is a rational number. Why is 5 a rational number? Because 5 can be written as 5 divided by 1. So it can be written as a fraction. Anything that can be written as a fraction is what do you say, rational number. And then the next kind of thing is decimal numbers. Now when we speak about decimal numbers, 0. Let me just write 5, 0.75. Now 0.75 is a decimal number. All right, now you need to know something about the decimal number is not all decimal numbers are rational. Not all kind of decimal numbers are rational. Now the reason why this is rational is because this can be easily written as a fraction, like 3 by 4 is basically 0.75. So anything that can be written as a fraction, again I'm emphasizing, anything that can be written as a fraction is rational. That's the most simplest way that I can put it in words. And the last kind of thing that the last kind of rational numbers that you guys must be very aware of is any kind of recurring value. So when I say recurring value, now let's say you have 0.3333 and it goes for an infinite amount of time. This is a rational number. Now why is this a rational number? Is because we can write this in a fraction, which is 1/3 is a recurring number and it is a rational number. All right, so again, recurring values are also rational numbers. Okay, so I hope that is clear. Yeah, basically that's it. Now irrational numbers. Now irrational numbers are basically the opposite of it. Any value that cannot be written as a fraction is considered as irrational numbers. Now example, pi is a irrational value. All right, pi is an irrational value because 3.14 blah 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 blah. I think it's 3.14159, something like this. So it goes on, and it cannot be written as a fraction. Pi cannot be written as a fraction, all right. And if I had once a student saying, "Nee, Jaribai, you can write pi as divided by 1." No, it's basically the same thing. You cannot write pi as a fraction, all right. It is not a value that you're writing it as a fraction. If it is an integer, yes, you're writing integer divided by 1, then yes. But pi is a, in mathematical term we say, it's a defined value, like it is what it is. Like pi is a defined value, you cannot change what pi is, all right. And then another example will be under root 2. Under root 2 is also, it cannot be written as a fraction. Yeah, those kind of things. Basically, something that is can be written as fraction is rational, and something that cannot be written as a fraction is irrational. Now another case scenario is, now let's say if the question asks you, is under root 9 irrational value, you say no, it is not irrational value, because if you simplify under root 9 you get 3. 3 is a rational number, because 3 can be written as 3 divided by 1 and you get a rational number. So again, you guys need to look at the scenario, you guys need to look at the question, because under root 2 cannot be simplified. Under root 2 cannot be written as an integer value. Any integer value is rational, all right. So yeah, that's basically it about all the 4 kinds of things that you had to know: natural numbers, integers, rational and irrational numbers. So I hope this specification is clear. If you guys have any doubt, I am going to post a link for the WhatsApp discussion group that you guys can join to ask any questions that you guys have, any queries that you guys have. And if you guys don't want to share your numbers in the group, then absolutely, that's completely fine. You can post a question in the comment section. I am pretty much active at this point because my YouTube isn't that grown. So yeah, I mean, I can respond um, pretty effectively. Yeah. Now let's move on to the next thing. The next one is, I mean, not that important, but at the same time it is a requirement. It is a specification that one sec, what happened? It's basically a specification for you guys to know what all units might come in your paper, which is a good thing. Yo, yeah, now it pasted. So this specification discusses about all the kind of units that you guys will be facing in the paper. So it's a very helpful one, I would say, because again, your paper is such a big paper. You guys must be very aware कि कौन से type of units आते हैं, कौन से type of unit conversion आएंगे. They cannot ask you like unit conversion of like nanometer or something, correct? Nanometer to centimeter or something, those kind of conversion they will not ask you. So this is very important for you guys because this will give you all the kind of conversions and all the kind of units that you guys must be aware of for your exam, for your O levels. So the first thing is, let me just copy. All right. The first one is length. You guys will have 3 specific ones: kilometer, meter and centimeter. That's it. You guys will not have anything more than that. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, and 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters. These are the things that you guys must just know, these conversion, because you will get those kind of questions in your paper. And for the mass, you guys must only know 2 specific ones. 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams and 1 liter is equal to 1000 liters, because you will have questions of the water flow and those kind of questions where these things are very important for you guys to know. If you guys don't know the conversion, you guys will face difficulty in those questions. Yeah, so any one thing that you guys must know is all these conversions that I'm giving you all is what you guys will have. Anything other than these you will not face in your exam. So it's a good thing that you guys are aware what all kind of conversions you guys will have to face in your exam. And again, time 1 hour to 60 minutes. 1 hour has 60 minutes. 1 minute has 60 seconds. It was pretty simple, but again, something that I want to discuss because it's mandatory to discuss. Let me just copy this. Okay, now this is where things get a little bit interesting. Now You guys must be saying that isn't distance speed time a physics topic? Yes, maths and physics get some things in common. So this is you will have questions of average, distance, speed and time. So you guys must know all the three formulas for DST, which is speed is equal to distance divided by time, distance speed into time, time is equal to distance upon speed. This is something that is very important, because you will have questions in your exam worth like 4 to 5 marks of these kind of questions. In this specification itself, I think you might be able to get like 8 marks worth of questions in your paper, and 8 marks is a huge, because you get 8%, and you guys must understand that from the difference between an A star and A is sometimes 8%. So again, everything has a very good value in your paper, so please take it very seriously. Although O levels is not that difficult compared to A levels, so yeah, I mean, you guys will be chilling. One last thing that you guys have to know is about the conversion of the currency. The currency one, I didn't discuss much about it, because majority of the questions that I have seen, not even majority, all the questions that I have seen, they literally mention it to you that 1 pound is 1 pound is equal to $1.25, and then they'll ask you that, okay, convert 50 pound to how much dollar is it. So those kind of conversions, so you will be getting the exchange rate, and the rest is basic maths, which you guys will be able to do after a lot of practice. So I'm confident that if you guys do a lot of practice, these kind of questions will be very simple. So yeah, and this is it for the lecture number 3. The lecture number 3 mainly focused about all the kind of units and unit conversions and stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys got to understand everything that we discussed, and if any more queries, just drop down in the comments or join the discussion link, and I can help you out. Thank you.